hello.
That's definitely going to make the cut. You just went. Nice. So we're here in Welland, that's on Summit Avenue, with Scott Zandbergen. He is an investor in the Hamilton and Welland area now, right? And we thought we'd come through one of his projects here in Welland and basically have a quick look at what he's doing, but more importantly, kind of how he's doing it and for what reasons he's doing it maybe. And really, most importantly to me is what the numbers are behind it to make you realize that it can be a little scary, but in the end, Scott's going to be making some money after all these renovations are done. So maybe just give us a quick rundown of what you're doing here and what the plans are and what the overall goal is.
Sure, yeah. So this is a bungalow that we bought, built in the late 50s. As you said, in Welland. So the plan was that we bought this as a single family home, but with the intention to convert it to a legal duplex, legal suite. Right. So we have a project underway to get that started. So we're waiting for the permits with the city. Kind of have to go through all those steps to get that approved. And then construction will begin shortly downstairs.
How's the permit process? That's probably something.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Well, for me, I mean, I'm not that hands-on on that side of it, so we've got a great contracting team that's doing that.
Good.
But I have been in close contact with them, and they said there's been a few curveballs.
Yeah.
One thing that we didn't expect was that they were asked by the city for drawings for the HVAC system going into the house.
Okay.
And that was a bit of a new thing.
Yeah.
So we had to get somebody to come in and do specific drawings just for that. And so that's put everything behind by a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So that's kind of where things are at right now. The last I heard was we should know within the next week when construction can officially start. That's just on the basement level because that's where all the permits apply.
Right. Any permits for the upstairs?
No, because we didn't do anything major upstairs. Mostly just a bit of lipstick and trim doors, that kind of thing. We can take a look at that.
Yep.
But upstairs, no permits required.
Okay. And then the big bulk of work is going on downstairs. So can you kind of break down the numbers that you've got kind of as a ballpark as to, from purchase price to renovation to potential cash flow?
Yeah. So purchase price on the house was $345,000.
Okay.
Renovation costs all in. This is a pretty big job that we're doing here because it's actually a pretty big footprint. This house is 1,500. So the top floor alone is 1,500 square feet because there was an addition put on. I don't know, sometime in probably the 80s or something like that.
Right.
Here. So it's got a pretty sizable footprint. So when we look at total renovation budget for do kind of the cosmetic lipstick stuff on the main floor, and then all the work we're doing downstairs, it'll be somewhere between 110 to 120 grand. Good news though is that we worked with Scotiabank through our broker to get a mortgage plus improvement, purchase plus improvement mortgage. And so essentially what that means is that we're going to get $60K of the renovation budget credited back to us and just applied to the mortgage.
Awesome.
So that really helps with at the end of the day. So in this particular case, this house after that renovation is done, after we get that $60K tacked onto the mortgage, the carrying cost of the mortgage alone will be about $1,950.
Okay.
That's inclusive of property tax though.
Okay.
So $1,950.
So mortgage and taxes,
$1,950.
Yeah. Okay.
After that $60,000 renovation budget gets kind of put back onto the mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean that can be an intimidating mortgage amount, but the thing is that you're going to have 2 units, and one of those units is almost going to cover a large majority of that mortgage.
That's right. Yeah. So we have the top floor rented. We have tenants moving in here in a couple of weeks, actually, as of October 1, so they'll be moving in. and we rented the top floor for $16.25 plus
Okay.
utilities.
Okay. Oh, so they're paying their own bills.
They're paying their own bills.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. And just on that point, the contracting team split the hydro panels in the house.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we upgraded the service to 200 amp, and then put in 2 separate hydro meters.
Perfect.
So good thing about that is then each tenant, upper and lower, can put the hydro into their own personal names,
Yeah.
and they just deal with the hydro company, pay their own bills.
Takes the onus off of you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's not quite that clean on the gas and the water side, but
No.
yeah. But
Yeah.
hydro's super easy that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then downstairs, big renovation job. But what's your ideal rent that you're going to be charging down there? And then
Yeah, so downstairs we actually just posted it to start gathering some leads. We're still at least probably 2.5 months from completion on that.
Okay.
So we began looking for leads for tenants for a December 1st move-in. I'm listing it at $13.95 plus utilities.
okay,
So you can kind of see that, like, all in, this place would be over $3,000 a month.
that's going to be how many bedrooms?
Oh, I'm sorry, that would be a 3-bedroom.
3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So $13.95. I mean, it might sound high, but like for 3 bedrooms and everything's going to be brand new,
Yeah.
nice, shiny. It's going to be. I'm positive it's going to be beautiful. I mean, that's fantastic. That's going to be a good amount of cash flow. So you'll be. What does that make it? Somewhere around the
Yes.
8 to 9.
Yeah, I would say we're going to be pushing $800 a month positive cash flow after
Positive
all
cash flow.
our expenses are said and done each month. So including the mortgage, the property tax, plus the insurance that we pay on this house. So the insurance, by the way, is about $130 a month, I believe,
Okay.
on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in after we collect rent top and bottom, pay out the expenses, somewhere about $800.
Awesome. So it's a big project, but it has obviously large potential upside on the cash flow side. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there's many people that would turn down $800, $900 a month cash flow, plus the mortgages pay down, plus the forced appreciation of what you've done, and then plus the equity that's building up in this property, as well as the general appreciation. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, it's like a 3-way win.
I think it is, and forced appreciation fascinates me. I think we pay $345,000 for the house, which seems reasonable, right, for a single-family home. And
It's a big home.
It's a big home. It's a great neighborhood. It's near Chippewa Park in Welland, which is very, very family-friendly. There's big trees. The yard is huge here.
Yeah.
Just a really, really nice neighborhood. So $345,000 for the house. When you convert it to a legal duplex, though, suddenly you increase the value of, to, I don't know, maybe $30,000 more on top of that.
Yeah.
So that means that technically we could look to get reappraised and do a refinance on this property within, we could do it within 6 months if we wanted to, or we'll probably just wait and let the value kind of slowly creep up over time. And maybe a year from now we do a refinance and, pull $50,000 or $80,000 out of it, right, to recoup some of that upfront cost.
Well, and then even when you do that, if you go the route of doing the refinance and taking, like you said, $50,000 to $80,000 out, your mortgage goes up a little bit, but you have that buffer of $800 a month.
That's
Maybe
right.
that goes down to $600 a month, but you now have 50, 80 grand back in your hands
To go buy another
to
one.
go buy another one.
Yeah, exactly.
So rinse and repeat.
That's the whole strategy. Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just take a quick little tour of Scott's latest project, so you guys can get an idea of what he's doing here. There is no power, so we'll be using, and we both forgot our flashlights, so we'll be using the light from the camera, so bear with us on this one.
Yeah, so as we started taking a look at the basement renovation, we found there was quite a bit of water damage coming into. There was water leakage into the house, and so the front windows here are in really, really poor condition, as you can see. So right now we've got all the kind of dirt being pulled away from the windows, putting in brand new windows all around in the basement, and there'll be new window wells put in as well. So what they discovered, though, when they pulled the dirt away, was that there was a pretty significant crack in the foundation down below. So that's now all been injected and waterproofed, and then they put a new membrane in to seal that up so that we'll have a lot less water issues in the future. So anyways, one of the kind of things you have to be ready for when you're taking on a project of this size is that there are going to be some unexpected costs like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's go for a quick walk through inside.
Okay, so here we are walking into the house on the main floor. Most of this has now been completed. There's just some cleanup that we still have to do. But when we bought this house, it had a lot of original old dark doors and trim, so that's all been removed, and as we go through you'll see we've ripped that out. There's some new flooring here in the front entrance, which is a vinyl plank, which is completely waterproof, very resilient, so we put that in here. We also use the same product in the kitchen and the bathroom, which you'll see.
Nice reason for that stuff too is that it's very durable. It's kind of commercial grade, and if you got a rental, if they have pets or kids, it holds the test of time for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, so we also, there was some carpeting in this house when we bought it, so we ripped all of that up, and it was all the kind of nice original hardwood floors underneath, so that's the rest of the house is now hardwood, so we still have to go through a process of cleaning that and polishing it to kind of bring out the shine again, but it is in really, really good shape. So this is the living space. As you can see around the windows, it's all brand new trim, so it really makes the house look a lot more modern. If you would have seen maybe some before footage, which you did, it looked very dated and old. And then back in this room over here, this was the addition that was put onto the house, I'm guessing sometime in the 1980s. And I'll just walk in here. This was also carpeting when we bought the house. So again, more vinyl plank flooring in here. There's also a fireplace in this room. And so which made this house unique because we had a lot of prospective tenants come through and say, hey, this actually might work as a good fourth bedroom, right? So it opened it up to potentially bigger families. And so the tenants that ended up renting this place do have 3 kids. So they're gonna end up using this as a bedroom.
Awesome. And then obviously a fourth bedroom, it allows you the opportunity to charge a little bit of a premium, right?
More rent.
A little bit more rent.
So they said we got $16.25 plus utilities for the main floor of this house. One thing we did here, this is the dining area. So when we bought the house, there were 2 windows here. Really, really nice windows. This house has all very new windows on the main floor. So we made a decision to take them out and put in a sliding patio door so that the main floor tenants will have easy access to the backyard. And you'll see why we did that in a minute when we show you the laundry.
Awesome.
So that's a brand new door. That cost about $2,500 to rip out the 2 windows and put in a sliding door. Okay. I think it provides a ton of light.
Ton of light, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My cell phone tells me there's a lot of light here, so it's good. Awesome.
I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, this was like that. What is it? That glass. It wasn't a glass block.
No, it wasn't.
It was
glass
just
block.
like that.
Is it opaque? Opaque glass.
Opaque, yeah.
Yeah, opaque
opaque
means
glass.
you can't see through.
Yeah.
Yes. So originally this house had a big chunk of opaque glass in here and a whack load of really kind of old looking 70s style brown shelves.
Yeah.
So it really closed it off. So one of the first things we did when we took possession is we just ripped all that out and now had it all capped off nicely so that it's going to get more natural light flowing through from the front.
You can see right through the house now.
You can see right through
front
the
to
house.
back. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
All right, show this cool little trick you guys do with laundry. I'm gonna go around this way.
Okay.
So don't.
All right, so here we are now in the entrance to the kitchen, and this door here originally would have been the door to the stairs going down out to the backyard.
Right.
But because we converted this to a legal duplex, now this is we've reclaimed the space and made it into laundry. So we open it up. Hopefully you can see it's a little dark. Anyways, there'll be a stackable washer dryer put in here that's coming in the next week or so. And so essentially that's the old stairwell that was in there. So that's why, to my point earlier, that's why we put the sliding door in the dining room so that the main floor tenants still have access directly into the backyard.
Smart, very smart. Great use of space too. And then again, when tenants have their own laundry, what can you do? You can charge a little bit more. Everything adds up.
That's
Whether
right.
it's $20 here, $25 there,
A little more.
it adds up.
Yeah. And then so the kitchen we didn't do too much with. As you can see, it looks a little bit original. I mean, not original. These cabinets wouldn't have been from the 1950s, but at some point along the years, they would have put these oak cabinets in. They are solid wood. We were looking at options of completely replacing them with new cabinets and new countertops. In the end, we decided not to do that to save on some renovation costs, and instead we just put the same new floor through here, added some new paint and new appliances, and that has cleaned it up a little bit.
And what was the savings by, like, this kitchen's in good shape? I mean, it is a little dated, but it's in great shape, it's solid. What was the cost savings by leaving it in?
We saved somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000 by leaving it alone.
So better in your pocket for a kitchen that is fully functional. It's clean, it's tidy. Sometimes certain renovations don't need to be done.
And for, you got to remember too that it's a rental, and people that are coming through here are also, in many cases, looking at renting an apartment, and sometimes even in a building. And so, maybe the expectations don't have to be, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say there, so you're going to edit that out.
That's
Ramble.
That's okay. That's okay.
What was I gonna say? Kitchen. I had a thought I was gonna say and I lost it.
In the kitchen?
No, I forget. Okay.
All right. It'll come back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Do you wanna go this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you lead.
Okay. So down here we have 3 more bedrooms plus the bathroom for this house. So as you can still see, there's some work to be done, adding some trim on this door frame, so that's happening. Brand new, again, trim and doors throughout. Bathroom we didn't update it as part of this renovation, but it has been updated in recent years, so we left it alone, except for the fact that we did put a brand new toilet in, low flow.
Yep.
Help with the water bill consumption, and we're adding paint and a new light fixture, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then the rest of the bedrooms, again, all we did is we ripped out some carpeting, exposed the hardwood, put brand new trim in all around, brand new doors, brand new fixtures, and I think it's really, cleaned the place up and makes it look a lot more modern. New light fixtures, and of course, interconnected smoke and
Awesome.
Carbon monoxide detectors
There's
throughout.
one up in the hallway with the strobes.
With the strobe. So
Yeah.
each room has that built in, and to make a legal duplex, they have to be interconnected floor to floor.
They have to be, so for it to be legal, it has to be interconnected floor to floor. Does it have to be in every room as well?
I think so.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure the strobes are now part of the
It's mandatory.
mandatory from fire and building perspective.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so that's that, and then this is back out to the main area. That's the rear side of the laundry that we were talking about upstairs, so that's going to be closed up.
Awesome.
And then we'll go down into the basement. Okay. So here we are in the basement at 69 Summit Avenue in Welland. This is a really, really great space to build an apartment in, right? So one of the things we really loved when we first came to look at this place before we bought it was the ceiling height.
Yep.
So really high. Great ceiling height. Obviously that's important for meeting code and for being able to legalize your suite. So, a lot of times you walk into a place and you go, a lot of investors, when you go to look at a property, the first thing you do is you go into the basement and you rule it out immediately when you realize there's too many low points or whatever and there's no way it'll pass inspection. This place was not a problem that way.
Yep.
So we obviously did all the steps to get the designs in place, so you can start to see there's some drawings on the floor where there's going to be some trenching and some walls where that's going to start to come together. This is going to be, when it's all said and done, a 3-bedroom apartment, which is going to be fairly spacious. It's also great that there was not a lot of finishings down here to begin with, so we're really working with a clean slate. There were some shelving and things like that which we took out when we first took possession, so we had some fun with demolition, so that's all gone now. So what we're looking at here is where we're standing is this will be kind of the open concept kitchen, living, dining space around us here, so it'll be pretty open. And there will be a laundry room in this back corner over here, completely closed off. But again, the lower floor tenants will have their own private laundry, which is a plus as well, which means more rent.
Yep.
And then back in this corner, where you see the two big windows, that's what we were showing upstairs. These are the windows that are being replaced because they've had some water damage over the years.
Yeah, those are the ones at the front of the house where all the excavation
That's right,
stuff.
yeah.
Right.
So these are going to be brand new windows put in here, and there will be 2 bedrooms. So each bedroom will have one of these great big windows in it. So there'll be a small hallway coming through here, and then bedroom to the left, bedroom to the right, each with their own closet. And then bathroom will be up in this area here. So bathroom is going to be 4-piece. It's going to have a full tub with shower, and it's going to have a kind of a built-in linen closet as well into the bathroom.
Okay.
So we had to get a bit creative. So this door here actually leads to cold storage.
Yep.
So there's a lot of space in there. So what we've decided to do is we are going to steal about 2 or 3 feet into that cold storage and built an inset closet in here, just with some open shelving.
Okay.
And the rest of it will be sealed off.
Okay.
Okay. So that's will all come across. This door will come off, and then built in the shelving there, and then tub will be through here, bathtub, toilet, etc., etc.
Awesome.
And then in this back room, this is going to be the master bedroom. So this room was the only room in the basement that was actually finished per se. So you can see it's got some tile floor.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was walls here before. I remember.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So this room is obviously this is a huge master bedroom. So
Yeah.
we'll have a double closet in here, which is going to be nice.
Yep.
That's the electrical panel for the basement. The upstairs electrical panel is directly above this. Just a point I'll note here is that you'll notice these floor tiles,
9x9s.
the 9x9s, sometimes that equals asbestos.
Yep.
And so these are, they do have asbestos on them. So generally what you do with these is you don't disturb them, you just floor right over top, and that meets code. Because anytime you start disturbing the asbestos, that's when you have to bring in the specialists and all that. So we're not gonna do that. So yeah, so this is the master bedroom. 3 windows. They will be replaced with brand new ones as well. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So one of the things you have to consider, I guess, just to mention here too, is when doing a legal basement suite, is you have to have 2 points of egress. So obviously the stairwell up is one to escape in the case of fire, and then you generally want to do at least one of the windows as a second point, so which swings out big enough for somebody to get through. So we will do those size of windows in the common space over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Awesome. Well, thanks very much, Scott. Appreciate the little tour of your current project.
Yeah.
And it's kind of neat to see it just before everything starts happening. Obviously, upstairs is going pretty well, and then downstairs is going to be a whole new thing.
It's going to be a whole new thing. Construction is starting on this so this week coming up, we're going to start jackhammering places in the floor. So just from a timing perspective, because we have tenants moving in upstairs within about 2 weeks, we want to get as much of the loud banging work done down here as soon as we can. We would have started sooner, but again, you kind of are at the mercy of getting the permits in place.
Yeah.
So we've been waiting for that, but we are starting now on some of the jackhammering work, and then I'm told it'll be about 8 to 10 weeks of straight construction time, the framing, the drywalling, the finishings, the plumbing, so that we should, fingers crossed, if things go well, we will have this place tenanted by December 1st. But maybe we'll do a little follow-up video.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure there'll be a few curveballs along the way, but that's just part of being a real estate investor. So.
Exactly. Just think about the 800 to 900 cash flow at the end of the month. That's all you got to get to.
That's
right?
what it comes down to, and
Awesome.
appreciation and all that good stuff. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott. We look forward to the follow-up with the completed renovation of the basement, and then and then maybe the next project.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
No problem.
Here's the number breakdown for Scott's duplex in Welland, Ontario.